US Women's is officially underway, and let's go over what the players thought about the course, how they're feeling, and what I believe to be the most likely outcome of this tournament. So for those that are unaware, this is US Women's. This means that USDGC is not a part of this, it is an entirely separate event. This is purely a female-based event, aka US Women's. So we have every single age category, every female division here playing, which creates a very unique environment. I think the players really enjoy that aspect because it is just so rarely seen on tour. And this year they are doing a completely new course called the Regulator at Rock Creek in Burlington, North Carolina, just west of Raleigh and about 2 hours away from Winthrop. And overall, this course is just looking so sick. I wish I was there to play it. I cannot wait to get there if I ever get to do a North Carolina road trip because it is looking so cool. You can definitely tell the shot shapes are pretty difficult, but also very gettable. And I think that is quintessential for a good course for FPO. All right, so starting off with Ohn, she is still the GOAT. She has been destroying week after week, even after a DNF at Worlds. She is still proving to be one of the best FPO players. And here's what she had to say about her injury and overall status, especially when it comes to this tournament in particular.
I feel like everybody feel the same, just like me, like just tired, just cannot wait for the season to finish. But of course, you just, whatever you're tired, whatever so much in your mental, you have to keep it together if you want to go through and then play a good tournament, so if I want to get better, it just need to be not play for a month. But unfortunately, it's not the case.
But instead you throw something else just because it won't hurt as much?
Hell yeah, affect 100%. Hell yeah.
And then next up, Evelina, the true GOAT. And I just cannot believe how much perseverance she has because she is one of the most elite level players in Europe. But then she comes to the US and she still throws bombs, but you just know the consistency on the putting green just has not been there. But as of late, she has totally flipped it and now her putting literally beats the top pros. Now there still is some major improvement to be had in Circle 2 putts, but here she has a very clear understanding that yes, her putting confidence was just not there before. And I think that is just so rarely seen where a player is just so blatantly honest with where they're at and how much pain and stress it causes knowing that they have shortcomings in their game. And I think that really makes Evelina a true relatable person in the sport because we all have had those rounds or even years where putting just is not going our way. And here's what she had to say about it.
I think it was because I made a couple putts little bit more than usually, but I don't know. It feels so weird finally play with confidence because I haven't had that in like last 2 years. So it's like feels new thing to me.
How bad was it? How low was the confidence?
I think I didn't have confidence at all. Like I have said many times to my friends that like I just want to quit or like having big break. I saw that my disc is inside the circle. I didn't want to go there. Like I didn't want to run away. So like it was hard and like disc golf feels so different when I'm having fun and enjoying there.
And then lastly, I want to talk about Kristin Tattar. Obviously she came up a little bit short last week and we don't typically expect that from Kristin, but I think this is what makes a true world-class athlete. The perspective that she is about to share really allows herself to get in the mindset of every single round is no different from the last and you don't have to stress about certain shots because overall you're just striving to be the best possible player you can be. And sure, we have some bad rounds, but it ultimately just leads us to be that much better of a player in the future and to never get caught up on a bad throw, bad putt, bad round, and move on.
It's not the first time this has happened to me, and it has happened to a lot of players. Of course, it stings at first, but it's just part of sports, and sometimes this is how it goes. And to be honest, I wasn't too upset about it. I just accepted it and just thinking to myself that this is part of sports and this is what makes this game exciting. I should have played a little bit better to take down the win. I feel like the game was like on and off for me last week. It wasn't as consistent as it has been before. But I was just happy to be still in the hunt for the win, even when I had some bad moments on the course. So yeah, I don't really think about it anymore.
In the days since then, have you thought about your game and thought about what wasn't working so that you can fix it, or do you just put it behind you and charge forward into the next event?
I don't really think that anything really needs fixing. I feel like if I start to think that way, then I think that there's something wrong with me or with my game. And I think that could end up being even worse. So I think it's just about building up that confidence in my game and in my shots, knowing that I'm able to win and play good scores out there. So yeah, this is something that I will be trying to focus on, and not necessarily the mistakes I've made or will be making.
And I think that it's very clear that the entire FPO field is just loving this course based upon what they had to say. And
I don't know. I think it's fit for all of us. It's not just only for me. I see a lot of lady practice their birdie here and there. I feel like it's so many variety. That's why I love about this course. Like it require you to have so many style of throw.
Variety.
You know? Yeah, variety. So that's why who have the most variety will win this week.
There's a lot of scoring opportunities here, but you have to be really accurate. So I think it's a great mixture of different holes for the women. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to playing it. But again, I feel like it's mostly about accuracy here, not about distance.
Especially the emphasis on distance not being a requirement. You have a lot of shot shapes that line up for everybody. It's just a matter of hitting your lines, and it's really more about woods golf and less so just bombing it. And I think that is a great trend for the sport, especially on shots like these. And then for predictions, I think it'll be probably more of the same. I think Evelina will be probably around that 4 to 5 area, along with Henna. I think it'll probably be Ohn once again, just not getting all the birdies and distance that she needs. So she'll probably reside in that 3rd place spot. And I could see Missy Gannon or Haley getting that 2nd place spot, but I think it just has to be Kristen for the win. There's just no way that if she's playing at her true level that she will falter enough to not get the win. I think this is just so clearly a Kristen win through and through. So with that, what do you guys think about this course? Do you wish it will become more of a mainstay on the tour? I personally would love to see this be actually the home of USDGC. I already kind of am falling in love with it, and I think Winthrop needs to be either redone or just an every other year where you play it one year and then you play a course like this the next year, and we kind of flip-flop, because I've just seen way too much Winthrop and I want to see new courses just like this. But what do you guys think? I would love to hear about it. Be sure to subscribe. Wild Runs signing out. Peace.